Y'all ready? Oh yeah. Who listening? All right. All right, y'all. So good evening, good evening, good evening. It is I, Jerrick, aka Jarvis, your favorite published author's favorite published author, and your host of Little Tea Time. As y'all are coming in, please like and share tonight's show so that someone at home can tune in and watch it later if they are not able to tune in tonight. So as y'all are coming in, how is everybody doing with this weather that we've been living with outside for the last few days? All great, I hope. All great. And I have a question. Has this trickling of the water have y'all run into the bathroom all day like me? Yeah, it has for me too. So I'm excited tonight because I have the opportunity to be chatting with and introducing to some and introducing to others Miss Maudie Bryant. As she's getting ready to come in, again, I want to thank everybody who's tuning in to support her interview tonight on A Little Tea Time. And y'all can play Candy or Corn with us later into the show. But I see that she's ready to get in here, so I am going to be welcoming Miss Maudie Bryant to A Little Tea Time. So y'all stay tuned. Maudie,
Hello.
hey,
I'm excited to be here.
yes, welcome to A Little Tea Time.
Thank you.
Yes, so how are you today?
Doing good. You were just talking about the trickling water, and we forgot to leave ours trickling last night, so I woke up with the frozen hot water line, but nothing busted, and it came back on a few hours after being awake, so we will not make that mistake this evening.
Good things, good things, good things, and congrats that that did not completely freeze over.
Right.
But all in all, this trickling of the water has had me running to the bathroom like all day.
For real.
It's a serious thing. So I don't know if other people are dealing with that today. I just wanted to put that out there in the universe tonight.
It's all right. And I ran out of Coke, so I'm drinking more water than usual, which I should be doing regularly anyway. But that also has me running to the restroom more than usual.
Understood. So family's okay. Y'all are doing great today.
We're doing great. My children have been excited about the ice, and of course, the first couple days they wanted to play in it, but they ran out there into the white field of ice like Legolas on top of the snow because it's so hard and crispy.
Understood. That's been fun. That has really been fun. So I had the opportunity to interview your husband a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now tonight I have his wife here on A Little Tea Time. I am very excited to meet the other half of this Bryant dynasty that you guys are building.
Of course, of course.
So to dive in, can you tell the viewers at home a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. And so, as Jeff has already introduced, I'm Maudie Bryant. I am a multidisciplinary artist and educator. Um, for my day job around town, I work at Bossier Parish Community College. I run the tutoring center and adjunct teach English composition classes. But beyond that, for my artistry, I write a lot of poetry. Um, I get it published in a lot of indie lit mags and university literary magazines, and I have started dabbling around with a little bit of prose writing. I do some flash fiction, which is, short form prose work. So they're like 1,000 word or shorter stories. And I generally write in a speculative genre with some weird sci-fi or weird things. Um, and I am also a painter, illustrator, the ink artist. I like to draw. I love to paint. I like to make visual art. Um, and then in the past, and I'm starting to wade back into. I've made music with my husband Jimmie as well in a project called Stoner Pop, and so I think those are most of the things I do.
I love that. So congratulations on being so multi-talented. Um, when you're not working on your medias of art, what are you doing for fun?
Well, I mean, you have to do some other things that aren't, just work, work, work. And so, for like this winter apocalypse that we've been having, I've been playing, and I go like backwards and I'll get real retro. And so on the Switch, I pulled up like the Super Nintendo games and I've been playing Earthbound, which is this, old school RPG. I guess aliens are attacking Earth. We're getting, people have been running around doing that kind of, 16-bit saving the world.
Your sound's going in and out on my end. It's a little fuzzy, but it's going out.
Dang it. I wonder if there's something I could do to remedy this. That does not have. Yes, it
I can
does.
I can I can hear you really well, but it's just kind of groggy.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try putting on the oh no. I have not tried to use this on my phone before. So I got gifted an upgraded phone, but apparently it doesn't have
Mm,
a jack, so I can't plug in. I was gonna plug in the mic, but that's not an option.
understood.
But no, that's fine. I'll play some video games now and again, and I like RPGs, and we'll do some retro gaming.
I like that for you. That sounds like it's been really fun. So you've been doing that like for the last few days while we've been in the inside.
Absolutely. I've been getting, what I need to get done out of the way, and then I've just been sitting down and, like I said, peacefully saving the world.
Understood. It's been a very interesting few days because all I've been watching are cartoons.
It's good. I think that after uh, everything freezing and then the terrible news from Minnesota on Saturday, I think that it's a natural response to going towards something that feels good
Yes, to have to tune out.
and
So
make space for, I don't
things
know,
that make you feel good.
yeah, just calmness. So when
For
you're so
sure.
far away and so stuck, and you're feeling helpless, it's easy to get stuck in a rut or in a mental spiral.
For sure. Um, segue to this next question. What inspired you to develop your idea to be a multi-talented artist?
Ooh, I don't even know if that was like an idea or anything purposeful. All my life, I've been drawn to just create. As a little girl, I'd be walking home from the bus stop, making up songs and singing. I've always loved drawing and painting. Um, when I first started doing poetry in high school, I think, and I wish I don't have anything I'd written from back then. But
Oh,
it was
wow.
a little bit more of like a joke. Because I was like, whatever. Um, I think part of me thought that poetry was too elite. I come from a very, very poor household, a poor upbringing, and I never had it in my mind that, like, college was for people like me. That was for rich people or just different people than me. And so I felt the same about poetry. I feel like back then, and it wasn't until I was in college and then started exercising that muscle again that I was like, wait a minute, I am allowed to do this. I can do this, and then I really started doing it.
I love that because poetry is something that it's very close to my heart. And for most writers, if you are a novelist, you are definitely writing poetry.
Oh, absolutely, right. I'm a believer that, life is poetry. I can read poetry out of any situation. Um, in fact, some of my poet friends, when we're talking, even they'll be telling me a story about, something happening in their life, and I'll stop them and, wait, there's a poem in that. To, hopefully get them to jot down the idea that they had that was just beautiful or magical.
Yes. And I love that you bring education to art spaces. We were just doing Verses and Vibes this past Friday, and I want to thank you for participating and being on our cast. But you were basically bringing education to that setting where you were teaching one of the poets just how to set up or how to start a poem. And I wanted to just express that here on Tea Time tonight because you are definitely doing the work of millions of teachers around the world who have this responsibility on your shoulders to teach and educate the next generation. So I wanted to tell you thank you for what you're doing because that is a job that is very hard to do with technology advancing and how life is just moving around education. So I appreciate what you're doing.
Well, thank you. That feels good. I always get so excited when there are new poets in spaces, especially if they're receptive to feedback, or I don't even like to call it criticism because constructive criticism. It's just feedback. It's all for fun. Um, so I like that I can be some other voice in someone's journey. I'm very excited right now as well because the semester we started a creative writing group at Bipsy as well, and so I've been working with a lot of new writers doing that too, um, and getting more opportunity to workshop with folks.
Okay. So how did you decide when to establish your brand as an artist within the art community here?
Ooh, so that definitely took a little time. So I moved to Shreveport at the end of 2017 because my husband and I we were not quite married yet. We got married at the end of 2017 as well. Um, we were given an opportunity to move into a family home, and so we came to Shreveport, and then I found my job, and then we found ourselves pregnant with our first child. And so within this time, I started having, our two children. And so a lot of pregnancy time was taken. And I feel like my art creation was a little bit slower. We were pushing still, releasing albums for Stoner Pop for a couple years into this as well. But I ended up taking a break from that by 2021 just because it was a lot. But in the taking of the break from that, and then I think it was in 2020 when I started like submitting stuff to local food port things because I'm like I've been here. I am from here now, and I create things. I need to share them, and so I think that that was the first year I submitted to Critical Mass. Um, in 2020, I also had started doing some solo shows for Stoner Pop, and so I remember submitting some abstract art to a studio that's closed now, but I also played a set during the reception for that, and then I played another set at Mr. Hardy's place with Ian Quiet. But then the pandemic happened, and you know everything as far as doing anything in person unraveled there. But it was 2020 when I first started just like looking at local opportunities and slowly submitting. And then once we finally got back to campus at Bipsy, I need to shout out my boss, the dean of the library there, Dean Crawford, because she really I always showed her my art and my paintings and a lot of my abstract paintings, and so she pushed for me to do a solo show um, within the library there. And so the Bipsy art instructors they usually host that and get the things going. And so I completed a bunch of work and I did a solo show there, and that was in 2023. And I think that they're pushing me to exhibit myself more really gave me the confidence to keep going. And so I just do things as I see them or feel them, or if I feel like it's right, I'll pursue it.
Love that. So, congratulations on all of your accomplishments and your success. You definitely are doing a lot of great work as an artist. And wow,
Thank you, sir.
great job. Next question: how have your priorities changed since you started the business of art?
Oh, priority. So, like, I think that the biggest thing is getting over oneself, you know, letting go of the ego, um, because you are, I'm speaking about me, but I feel like a lot of artists are the same. We're all our own worst critics, right? And so let's not worry about what other people might have to say because we're already hard enough on ourselves. And so letting all that go, putting that aside. And then also, I think just opening my mind for ideas or um, opportunity within myself, because being a multidisciplinary artist means that I don't have to live just in the one lane. Like I keep trying to open up my psyche to make space to figure out how to interlace or overlap the different things I do. Um, whether it's, you know, ink technique that I bring to my painting, or diving into more visual poetry where I mix, you know, drawings with poetry, with handwriting and maybe painting. And so I'm trying to see where I can grab from all of my fringes and bring it together to make things that are uniquely me.
I like that. It shows that you're trying things and you're figuring out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And that's the greatest thing that we can do as artists. We get to try things and see what we love to do and how we could take something that we don't normally do or that we do also and bring them together and make something great from that also. So congratulations on that. Next question. What challenges did you overcome on your journey as an artist?
I mean, like I just alluded to in the previous answer, I think it's the confidence and getting over the self doubt. I think that one thing that's really helped as far as like my artistry goes is I have this philosophy in which the philosophy I call is brute force art. And so what brute force art is just like pushing through to the end, no matter what it is that's stopping you. Whether, you get to the ugly phase of a painting. There's always those phases that you're like, it's not worth it, it's not good. Whatever, you just push past the ugly phase. Or, you might tell yourself like, I can't create art because I'm out of this one color of paint. Nah, that's BS. Let's just make something different than with what we do have. And so like brute force art is just, making it happen with what you got, whether is a little bit in the tank emotionally or financially or physically, just making with what you've got and talking about that possibility.
I love that because we have to be able to make and create art with the tools that we have available. Even when we don't have what we need, we can still make what we want with what's available.
Right. And so that's the philosophy and the hope, and I hope that other people can cling to that idea and just their thoughts, their feelings, and their essence out in the world.
For sure. For sure. Um, Great segue to this next question. How do you define success?
Ooh, ooh, that's a hard one. What is success? Like I feel like success is completing a work. Like you get, that XP boost when you finish something. That's success. But also, I feel like success is showing up, and so not just creating the work, but showing the work. Put it on social media if it's it, or if it's poetry or whatever. Submit it for publication. Because a rejection letter is not the opposite of success. That's not failure. Like it's proof that you're living, that you're trying, that you're doing the thing. And so I guess success is just showing.
Mm. And you definitely want to be able to accept those no's because the no's meaning that you're on the right track.
You're on the way. Well, and especially with the public poetry publication and getting published in journals and all of these things, like the no's literally aren't a failure. And the no doesn't even mean that your work is not good. It just means that maybe it didn't fit this time. Maybe the editor was having a bad day and you said something that reminded them of their ex boyfriend. And so it just, sat into one pile, whereas a different day it might have been put in another. And so,
You're great, darling. I'm listening.
that's all. I just want people to know that rejection letters are not rejections of them as an artist or their work. It's literally just proof that you've tried.
Right. Those are also approval letters too. But those are approval levels in a different language.
Right.
So we have to accept those in the spirit of what they are and in truth. Next question up is what's the best advice you can give to someone thinking about starting a business or pursuing their dreams?
Ooh, just do it. Don't wait. And I'm sorry, my photo's coming out of the screen. I have to put my charger on. We are getting charged. Um, just do it. Don't wait. Shoot, the same way having children, you're never actually ready. Like, because you'll tell yourself, when I have this, when I have this, when I have this, when it feels like this, when these people are around me, or when this opportunity exists, that's when I'll start. Um, don't treat your wants and your desires like a fad diet. Just do it.
That's right. Just get to work. Get to work and don't wait on people to create opportunities for you, but create your own opportunities.
Yes, yes.
I love that because if you're creating your own opportunities, when an opportunity does come along, someone can say, well, hey, I know the perfect person for that. They've been doing this for a while.
And like you said, and then you can be ready for the opportunity, because if you're already ready, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And so,
Yeah. Right to it. Right on the point. I love that. Next segue to this next question. Could you give us your favorite quote and why?
ooh, favorite quote. Oh, 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 where are we going? I don't know. There's so many things, and just with the, I guess, the whole atmosphere of our country and politics and everything, and also like I have a love of dystopian literature. Um, I read George Orwell's 1984 when I was like 10 years old, and I was like, this is one of the best books I've ever read. Plus, my birth year is 1984, so I felt really connected to it. And so we will just, and I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna tweet and look it up because I don't ever remember quotes very well. But everybody, I'm sure we've all been seeing this quote around anyway. But we'll talk about the reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. And so I think that is a very timely and important quote to think about, especially in the time of this messed up media that we're experiencing. Um, and to, I guess, lean into, I mean, just that quote, we'll just say that quote's important. So think about what is being told to you, everybody.
Whoa. It's questioning the things that we hear and see.
Absolutely. And questioning like propaganda as it's trying to be spoon fed to you. And so,
That part. And we have to be mindful that critical thinking is a thing.
yes, it's, think for yourself. Like, that's all we look for in college. That's the agenda. That's the crazy agenda educators have, is just to give people the tools they need to critically think for themselves.
So I can ask you this particular question then. So what are your thoughts on artificial intelligence and in education? Because I know as an educator, we're seeing that artificial intelligence is starting to become like a wave in the classroom. So how are you seeing how that dynamic is working for you as a teacher within these times now?
It's This is an interesting topic and it's an interesting experience because it keeps morphing and changing. Like I think the way that we're experiencing it on both ends and how we see it coming together. Um, there was a forum a couple weeks ago held by the Shreveport Regional Arts Council on this topic within the arts, and one thing I had mentioned during Pass the Mic thing was that it's really disconcerting how AI, well, in these generative language models, they'll hallucinate sources. And so it's really disconcerting that I've seen some reports of what are supposed to be like peer-reviewed scientific journals having allowed like a fake hallucinated source pass them into like published material, um, which, considering they're supposed to be peer-reviewed, who reviewed this? Like, it's a failing on the journal's fault for like missing out on this, because I think about the papers my English composition students turn in, and like I go and click on every little source that they have and make sure that it exists and is of the topic that it says it's supposed to be on. Um, so that is an interesting and, like I said, disconcerting thing. But then, as far as day to day experience of it, like I think about with my students, I absolutely see some who I can tell just go to ChatGPT, put the prompt in, hit the button, and copy and paste it into whatever, um, which is annoying. Um, I would say 90% of the time when they do that, the the output doesn't actually meet the assignment parameters. So they often fail those assignments without me being even having to mention that they used um, the cheat method. And then, but I'll see others who might use it as a tool to improve what they're doing. And so, as long like I keep leaning more and more as an educator toward, I mean, I get more excited when I see bad writing that we can fix because there's something to teach there and I can tell you did it yourself. But as far as like the AI stuff goes, as long as like we're in the class and so the class isn't 100% about writing, it's about revision. It's about understanding parts of the essay and how to make your writing better. And so if a student is able to prove to me that they can do an outline, they understand the parts of the essay, and then I scaffold their assignments so they have to do it in smaller chunks and build on it, like I said, to prove that they can do it. And I think that that filters out a lot of the whack AI work.
Yes. Like I saw something on either the internet or TV this morning where people were criticizing the generation that is coming up with artificial intelligence. I'm actually a little wary because I wouldn't want like these new age kids coming up to be my doctor or my nurse or my lawyer.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
no.
part of it, like, people need to still be taught how to think alongside the tool. Because if we compare it to a calculator, like, yeah, you can learn how to use a calculator, but that doesn't mean you know how to do math or that you have number sense. Um, and so there's a balance that I feel like we as a society have yet to reach in all of this.
That part. It's important that we realize that we cannot let technology do the work.
Right.
We are the actual technology. We build said technology that we are now being controlled by. So we have to understand that that the mission that is coming now is we have to be able to decipher whether these people know what they're saying and know what they're doing.
And yeah, and it's hard, especially when people will literally go and type in a one sentence prompt and then copy and paste a whole essay for, I guess, YouTube that they don't even proofread themselves to figure out what they're saying. It's insane.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good because we don't want to continue to be a part of society where you can do bad work and get credit for doing bad work or little to no work at all. So we
Right.
want to be mindful of that.
Absolutely.
Um, Great segue to this next question. Because you are living in our community here in the city of Shreveport and you are part of the art community here, can you tell us 3 things you like to see better in our community?
Hmm. I think I would like to see, I think maybe more harmony in the music scene. I feel like there's a lot of like infighting within the music scene and between like types of music and types of people. I'm not really all up in that anymore. You know, I've fallen out of the music scene, but I would like to see more of that. Um, and so that's one thing. Hmm. I mean, I'm delighted to see more and more poetry things popping up, like very recently. I mean, I haven't been to Words Over Lattes yet. I know it exists. It starts at 9 p.m. on Mondays, and as a person with a day job, waking up at 5 a.m. and with 2 children, it's hard for me to come out on Mondays, and I'm gonna do it one day, y'all. Words Over Lattes. And so I've seen that existing, but like you doing the verses and vibes, there's this fellow named T. Win who has been doing some poetry slams as well, and I participated in one of those last month. And Mr. Poetic X has been doing a lot of poetry based things within the city as well, and is planning a little conference type thing in April, which is Poetry Month. Um, and so I just hope to continue seeing literary avenues for people regionally. And so that's number two. And then number three, I guess since I talked about music and literary, let's talk about art. I don't know. I'm really astounded and overwhelmed by the amount of support visual artists get in this region. I think that many of the visual artists are a little bit spoiled because I've never lived in another city that had it quite like this one. I've lived in Idaho, I lived in California, I lived in Minneapolis, St. Paul for a while, I lived in Vermont. I've been around and have seen the lack of art support or real art support for every artist. And so I guess what I would like to see is maybe our local visual artists maybe recognize the opportunities that they do have and to, rather than complain about them, continue to participate and, as we alluded to earlier, make your own opportunities as well.
That part. This is a good time for artists who are staying creative and who are actually creating art. And so for you to be making the key point that we have to continue to push art, push it really hard. And the community of artists, we are very spoiled here.
Yeah.
I would say we are very spoiled. We support each other, we push each other, we motivate each other, we even find ways to create and collaborate together. So it's a great time for us to be alive as artists, for sure.
I agree.
So final question, and then we're gonna get into candy or corn.
All right. Favorite part?
What would be your wish for the next generation?
Ooh, let's get, I guess, political again. I would like the cost of living to be in such a way that people don't feel like they have to choose between um, surviving and creating art, because art is survival. And so I wish it were an option, felt like an option for everybody if they wanted it.
That part. That part. Indeed. This is not a hobby, people. It's not a hobby. It's actual work.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
If you're a multi-talented artist, it's more work than what people think.
It is a lot of work, and it's a compulsion that you have to like fight with every day.
And then try doing that on being like ADHD or something.
Dude, okay, yeah, we could talk. We could stay on this call for a hot minute if we want to talk about all that. But yeah,
Right.
but I think that's why I think I find that a lot of multidisciplinary artists are ADHD types, or a little bit neurospicy, because you'll hyper focus on one thing for a while and get burnt out, and then you still have to make something, so you pivot and then just keep coming around and around and around and around to each thing.
I can appreciate that because if I get tired with one thing, I can focus the energy into another thing, and then once I'm like, okay, I can go back and finish that.
Mm-hmm.
So with those types of situations, when you can just, okay, let me separate from this for a second, go get to something else. I could come back to this one later.
Yeah.
It is a joy until it's not a joy.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I did kind of sort of skip that y'all are hosting an event coming up next month.
We are. So there's going to be the Haters Ball on Valentine's Day. Jimmie's going to be screening his film called Pimposium. It is a silly little comedy. We'll be having a little Haters Ball with a fashion show featuring work by Brittany Shabazz. There are going to be some music artists, I believe, as well. Um, it's going to be a really good time. It's going to be a silly time. And so it's a Valentine's event that if you want to bring a date, you can, but you can come alone. Like, it's not Valentine's coded required.
I'm so excited because I got to see a snippet of that film already.
That's exciting. I love
Oh,
watching people see it, or like I love paying attention to what people think are funny, because I know what I think is funny, and I know what
right.
I think people will think is funny, and so it's always fun to see what lines up or what doesn't.
Oh, y'all, this movie is actually going to be funny. This is going to be a funny movie, and I'm excited because I'm just to see the small clip that I saw. It's definitely going to be something that's going to be a tearjerker. It's going to make you laugh for sure. And I got an announcement that I can't make on my show about said show because I have to keep it.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah,
tell
so
me.
I'm just gonna let y'all wait and see on that. So just hang on to that.
Sounds good. I love hanging on to things.
But I will be coming out to celebrate with you guys.
I can't
For
wait for
sure.
that. I'm really looking forward to that entire day. Um,
Yes. So February the 14th, mark your calendars now, people.
it's
The
a Saturday.
flyer, it's a Saturday, right?
Yes.
So don't miss this day. It's gonna be a great day. So just saying, y'all don't want to miss it.
It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to like talk to people afterwards and I guess then talk about my experience having help with it. I'm a little bit of help, but I still have I was there the whole time, so I saw
That
a
part.
lot of things happen.
Yes, this is going to be an exciting show. So I just want to congratulate y'all again in advance. And I'm looking forward to coming out and hanging out with you guys and seeing this film in its entirety.
It'll be fun, and it'll be particularly fun because our children will be out of town, and so Jimmie and I will be out in public together in a very rare appearance for the past few years.
Yes. So y'all don't want to miss it. Mark your calendars right now. February the 14th, that's this Saturday, over at the BAC, the Bolger Arts Council. Y'all don't want to miss this show. And shout out to everybody in advance on the cast and the crew and everybody who's working so hard and so tirelessly to put such a fantastic show together. I'm looking forward to it.
They did. I'm very, very proud of everybody for what we were able to accomplish in the time that we took to film this thing.
Yes. So I am about to introduce to some and reintroduce to others my game. A I'm about to say a little tea time. It's called Candy a Corn. And I am going to introduce to you these candies. If you'd eat these candies, you can say candy. If you would not eat these candies, you can say corn. And I want to invite the viewers at home. Y'all can play candy or corn with us by simply putting candy or corn in the comment section. So, Maudie, are you ready to play my game?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. First candy up is the York's Peppermint Patty.
Candy. Full candy.
Love,
That stuff is good.
love that. 100 grand.
Candy.
Snickers.
Corn. I don't like nuts in my candy, y'all.
Understood. M&M's.
Candy, unless they're peanut M&Ms, in which I'm
That part.
always for corn.
That part. Mike and Ike's.
Corn.
Lemon Heads.
Ooh, it's been a real. It used to be candy. It's probably corn now. I
That
probably
part.
grew out of them, but it's been a really long time.
That part. Next candy up is the Twix.
Candy,
Skittles.
corn,
Sour Patch Kids.
candy.
And the final candy is, are you ready for it?
Yes,
Candy corn.
dude, you know it's corn. That's so corn. Yeah.
She's one of my people.
But
Oh,
one year for Inktober, I drew a picture of a bowl of candy corn, and I think the prompt was like disgusting or gross. I don't even remember exactly what it was. I have to go find it. But Jesse Wells bought it from me because he thought it was so funny.
mm.
Yeah,
We can appreciate a good joke like that here at A Little Tea Time.
absolutely.
That part. That's Candy or Corn. Thank you for playing.
Anything?
Again, I wanted to let people know how can they find you on social media and how can people follow you.
At Maudie Michelle is how we be doing that. Michelle is my middle name. I've been thinking about putting the whole Maudie Michelle Bryant on more things so that the Maudie Michelle is easier to remember for people. But I haven't quite done that yet. But at Maudie Michelle on Facebook, Instagram, I'm on Blue Sky as well. And then my website is maudiemichelle.com.
That part. So, Marty, I have to get into this tea spill, and I would love for you to hang out with me if you can. If you cannot, I will also understand.
Let me hear this spilt tea.
Right on. We're going to get into it. So, as y'all know, Friday we just did Verses and Vibes Poetry Slam, and we were out over at the Pomoja Arts Cultural Center. I want to again thank every single artist who came out in the freezing cold for our show. I want to thank every person who came and was a part of our audience, to Mr. Frenchie Evans who hosted us, to everyone involved with us having a successful poetry slam this past Friday. Thank y'all so much. Again, to you, Miss Maudie, thank you so much for being a part of the cast. I'm grateful for y'all, and I just wanted to take out the time to thank y'all here on A Little Tea Time. So appreciate you. Thank you to 3J. Thank you to Navion. Thank you to, oh my God, my brain just went blank. To
Calvin.
Yes, to everybody, because I'm literally about to mess this up trying to call out everyone's name.
And your cousin.
Yes, to everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody who came out and was part of the cast. I appreciate y'all so much. Just I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, and we will be coming back with another show. I also want to invite poets and music artists for this particular show as well. So it's getting bigger that I want to create a platform for just more than poetry. We don't want to be limited to poetry. We want to bring in all forms of art. So even dance, if dance is something you do, we would not mind having you as a dance supporter or a dance performer on our show as well. So thank y'all for everyone who has been participating in the show as well. Now, I have been talking about this show because I am a super huge fan of this show. A Different World now casting Atlanta's HBCU students. They are going to be doing a casting call in Atlanta for A Different World that they are rebooting for Netflix. And they are going to be hiring actors in Atlanta to be paid background actors. So if you are in Atlanta or you're here in Shreveport and you got a little spot in Atlanta that you can go and stay in for a little while they're filming, you don't want to miss this opportunity to be a part of the casting for A Different World being rebooted for Netflix. So y'all don't want to miss that. All right. I gotta send shout outs to the 2024 Man of the Year in the Little Tea Time, Mr. Mark Bonner, and his new film, Red Desert, the director's cut. It is the winner of the World Film Festival in Cannes. Congratulations to you right now on the best thriller and suspense film and best cinematography, and one of the 2026 Cine Noir Black Voices in Films at the Robinson Film Center coming up. Congratulations to you, Mark Bonner. I'm a fan of what you've been doing. He is just killing the game right now with his movies and everything, and he's just taking off all over the world. And this is Shreveport's own. So I am very proud to be congratulating him here on the show tonight, to celebrate him here tonight. Congratulations to you. Got to continue to send shout outs to Mr. Michael Iceman Lee, who I ran into last week, y'all. And he will be coming back for a little tea time. So I will be chatting with him about things with what he's doing. So y'all stay tuned for that interview with Michael Iceman Lee. We'll talk more about what he's creating for this project next as well. So y'all don't want to miss that. Also, the Foodie Fest competition is coming up March the 13th through the 15th at Mall St. Vincent. I've been reaching out to, I want to say, our Foodie Fest chef ambassador and the Golden Fork winner, Chef Melvin's wife, Miss Christman, to just get more information on the show. I have not yet gotten more information, but I will be keeping y'all posted as I get the information available. But they are looking for vendors for this event, and it is going to be family friendly. It's going to be a great time, and y'all do not want to miss it, all right? So don't miss it when y'all get more information about it. I will be giving y'all more information as well. Now, Maxwell fans, the Maxwell Urban Hang Suite Cruise is taking off in a little less than 2 weeks. So you still got time to get your tickets booked for February the 7th through the 12th. It's going to have the Isley Brothers, Kim, Lucky Day, and so many more singers and great entertainers. I believe Tweet is going to be on this set. So it's just getting really, really big. And I'm excited to be sharing it here because I'm a fan of these music artists, and I just want to be a part of the cruise. And even if I don't get to make the boat, y'all make the boat because it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time, so you don't want to miss it. Now, I came across this interesting news, and I've been ready to spill this tea. So, following her Golden Globe win and talks of her Oscar nomination, Miss Tiana Taylor is dropping her new Jordan collaboration, the Concrete Rose Air Jordan 3 Retro OGSP. This shoe is set to be released March the 4th of this year with the cost of $280. So if you love your Jordans and you want Tiana Taylor's Jordans, there you go. They're definitely going to be coming your way. The sneaker features a green leather upper, removable rose vine accents, a metallic gold eyelets, and a gum outsole. According to Tiana, the shoe reminds her of her Harlem roots, and there is going to also be a matching apparel set coming along with said shoe. So y'all love what Tiana Taylor is wearing. You will be able to wear the shoes and have a outfit to match. So y'all don't want to miss that. Now, congratulations to Adriana with her new single, Open Fires. I am celebrating her here because she is Shreveport's own. And congratulations to you, Queen. So continue to put that music out. Also, today, congratulations to the 2025 A Lil Tea Time Man of the Year, Max Swans, releasing his new album, Aquarius Spirit out today, streaming where all music is sold. So congratulations to him. He is celebrating his birthday today by releasing this album, and I am so excited for him because we just had him here on A Little Tea Time talking about it, and now today is the main event. So congratulations to you. Um, so if y'all have been watching Catfish Me Please, which I've been seeing y'all watch me, catch me, I've been seeing y'all watching Catfish Me Please because the views are running. I enjoyed this show today. I did a binge watch and caught up on the episodes, y'all. The show was hilarious. It was very funny. Tiffany with her facial expressions. I literally left y'all comments out there today. Shout outs to everybody in the cast, in the crew of Catfish Me Please. And I got to see who this Jerrick character that I've been hearing so much about on this show. And yeah, got it. Understood. I really feel bad for that character who got beaten up behind that character. And if y'all have not seen that yet, y'all don't know what I'm talking about when y'all get into it. So definitely don't want to miss Catfish Me Please on YouTube. Now, the Pomoja Arts Society presents a Black History event, Art in the Garden, open house. This event is going to have food while supplies last, live music, community partners, and voters education. And it's going to be Sunday, February the 21st from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. at 1960 Anna Street. We want to encourage everyone to come out, be a part of what we're doing out here in the community. This is going to be a great event for people to go out and celebrate and just be amongst something that is positive, uplifting, and motivating to the spirit. So y'all don't want to miss that and mark your calendars, all right? Now, as I am winding down tonight's show, I again want to talk about the House of Lead Belly. To see Lead Belly, the man who invented rock and roll. Oh, this is a great documentary. If y'all have not yet seen it, you can definitely get over to Amazon Prime and Apple TV and just tune in. Just to see Harry Belafonte, B.B. King, Joan Baez, to see them talk so exclusively and so proudly about a Shreveport native who left his music stamp in the game. I'm just grateful that I got to share and talk about him here tonight on A Lil Tea Time again. And y'all don't want to miss that documentary. You can go and catch it right now on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. Now, I do want to get into my Facebook birthdays because I got to celebrate my Facebook followers who are celebrating birthdays. But before I do, Maudie, do you have anyone you want to shout out a happy birthday to?
Oh, is it anybody? Well, okay, I do. My son's birthday is on Friday, and so he turns 3. And so we have Sagan Bryant, my almost 3-year-old.
Happy birthday. So, I'm going to get into my Facebook followers who are celebrating birthdays today and all of the Aquarius who are celebrating birthdays today. Mr. Max Swans, happy birthday. Felicia, happy birthday. Kay, happy birthday. Vicki Robinson of the Vicki Robertson Center, happy birthday. Labrakia, happy birthday. And happy belated birthday to my Aunt Brenda. Her birthday was yesterday. Finally getting the opportunity to shout her out here on the show and wishing her many, many more. So happy birthday to y'all. Now I want to get into my celebrity birthdays. Podcast host Jolie Live, happy birthday to you. Roblox star Kindly Kean, happy birthday. TV actor and Hollywood star Walk of Fame honor acting royalty Alan Cummings, happy birthday to you. Actors Freddie Carter and Braden Lee Masters, happy birthday to y'all. Reggaeton singer Blessed, happy birthday to you. Actors Peyton Oswalt and Rosamond Pike, happy birthday to you. Actor James Cromwell, and finally, the late great acting, and comedian royalty himself, Mr. John Witherspoon. Happy birthday to you as well, John. May you enjoy your rest, King. Now, I again want to thank everyone who has been supporting my book brand with Coming Full Circle, the series, my books of poetry, to everyone who has been purchasing their books. I am so grateful to y'all for y'all sharing in my journey with me for 10 years thus far and 10 years plus going forward. I appreciate every person. If you are interested in purchasing your books, you can keep in contact with me via my Facebook or my Instagram, or if you catch me on the streets and I have a book in my pocket, the book is definitely yours. Also, I want to just thank everyone who has been watching A Little Tea Time. If you are watching A Little Tea Time here via Facebook and Instagram, I appreciate y'all watching A Little Tea Time here. To everyone who has been subscribing to the YouTube channel, thank you to everyone who has been subscribing to the channel. I appreciate y'all so much. 5 years of a little tea time is a blessing from me to y'all. So I appreciate y'all taking out your time and your energy just to watch the shows, whether here on Facebook or over on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Now, I am going to give Maudie the final word before we get out of here. So, Maudie, you can give us the final word.
Absolutely. Stay warm and be kind.
Yes. And before I go, I also want to send shout outs again to Miss Karen LeBeau. I had the opportunity to get into some of her cooking today, and I have her book here along with her spoon that I have in a special collecting pouch that I am hanging on to so that I don't miss a single item that she has given to me. So, Miss Karen LeBeau, thank you so much for your lunch that you provided for me today. And y'all can check out a Creole Ladies stories and recipes, also available right now on Amazon.com. If you know who Karen LeBeau is, you can go over to her page and you can check out the book there. Or you can go over to Amazon.com and y'all can check out the book as well. So, Karen, thank you for a fantastic lunch today. And that cocktail was very nice, Queen. So I appreciate that. And with that being said, as I always say, opportunities knocking, you matter. Let's build and go higher, Shreveport. And remember to be great on purpose and not by accident. The future is now. I am Jerrick, aka Jarius D, your favorite published author's favorite published author, and your host of Little Tea Time with tonight's guest, Miss Maudie Bryant. Maudie, I will see y'all when I see y'all.
Good.
Y'all stay safe and y'all stay warm and stay well. We have to get out of here and go and get back into the warm covers. So y'all be well and be safe and stay safe. Y'all ready? Oh yeah. All right. Thank you, Marty. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Y'all, love you guys. If you like this footage, stay tuned to what's next. And thank you, my royal subscribers, for tuning into this episode of A Little Tea Time. Love you guys. Peace. Be well.